I think that the last episode is one of the greatest finales of all time. It's perfect. So much so that I feel like I'm in a minority that I know there's been talk of a reunion or maybe a movie. And I've always thought I don't know if I want that because the finale was just so perfect. And I've always just wondered your thoughts. Where do you stand on that? And out of curiosity, where do you think Eric and Tammy are today?
Well,
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Miss Britton, good to see you again. How are you?
good. How are you
I'm
doing?
doing so well. So, seriously, I love you so much. And thank you for always doing incredible work because it makes my job easier. I appreciate you.
Oh my gosh, you're so sweet.
Uh,
My pleasure, treasure.
I love you. All right, I'm going to jump into this. So much of this story is about how we deal with grief, sort of what, I guess, what vessels we take to get there. And I was wondering if acting has ever done that for you. Have you ever been able to work through issues or grief or problems or traumas through a character that you've had the chance to play?
You know what? I feel like I learn so much from every single character that I play. And I think it's because when I'm playing a character, whatever it is they're going through, I have to access that part of myself in order to really understand what the character is going through. And so it does help me to be more clear, maybe, or understand better my own journey because it's almost like I take the journey along with the characters that I'm playing. So yeah, that's a great question because I do think that's part of what I learned from my people.
Well, we take the journey with you. And I have to admit, between this series and Friday Night Lights, you have been personally responsible for some of the ugliest cries of my life. Like not even like a cute single tear, like that gagging, silent cry. I was really
Right.
curious, does a project emotionally affect you if you're in it? Like, can you sit down and cry at this? Did you ever cry watching Friday Night Lights? Or does being sort of this close to a project prevent you from doing so?
No. Oh my gosh. When I have watched the episodes of this, I cry for sure. And I mean, I would cry when I was reading scripts as I was like going through them. But, seeing it in the episodes, because I didn't know what other people were doing and what was, like I really wasn't fully like aware of what all the other stories were. So it's just like, oh my gosh, I feel like I experience with the audience as well. Um, but it's so interesting because it's such a good cry.
Mhm.
It's almost like, oh, I get it. I get you. I feel that too. I understand. And so it's like uplifting, it's not like I keep saying to people like it's not one of those shows that you're going to not want to watch because it's going to ruin your evening. It's actually a show that it's going to give you a great cry and you're going to feel so much better
It's that
afterwards.
cathartic cry, which I love.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap you up on this. Speaking of Friday Night Lights, you were kind enough. I actually have one of my prized possessions is a signed Friday Night Lights football, which you signed for me one of the times we spoke. And I think that the last episode is one of the greatest finales of all time. It's perfect. So much so that I feel like I'm in a minority that I know there's been talk of a reunion or maybe a movie, and I've always thought I don't know if I want that because the finale was just so perfect. And I've always just wondered your thoughts. Where do you stand on that? And out of curiosity, where do you think Eric and Tammy are today?
Well, I think I agree with you. I mean, and I can tell you there are other cast members who feel even more strongly about it than I do, but I do agree with you. I feel like the whole thing was kind of a beautiful thing from beginning to end. Um, so yeah. And in terms of where Eric and Tammy are today, oh gosh, I don't know. I haven't checked in on them in a while. I'll have to check in and get back to you.
Let me know. Miss Britton, seriously, I just want to say thank you for you've been responsible for so many just beautiful moments that I've been able to love and enjoy and cherish my whole life. So I just want to say thank you for all the incredible work you continue to do. Thank you so much.
Oh, that means so much to me. I appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Take
Good to see
care.
you again.
Great to see you
All
too.
right. Bye, guys.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.